training camp starting for a Philadelphia Eagles team that's got the fan base all fired up, not only because you guys made the playoffs last year, but also have acquired some talent, not only in the draft through the actual draft, but on draft night. Were you as surprised as everybody else that A.J. Brown was acquired by the Eagles on draft night, Lane?
I was surprised, and then I was very happy. He's a physical specimen. I mean, when you look at him, he has like a Andre Johnson type build, explosive. So I'm excited to have him to pair with Devontae and the rest of our receiving corps. So, and then the guys that we had in the draft with Jordan Davis from Georgia, Nakobe, Cam Jurgens from Nebraska. So I think those guys can help out immediately.
Well, let's focus on some of those guys. Let's start with Jordan Davis at first. Were you? I don't know if you were tuned to the combine. I was sitting there doing it for NFL Network and watching Jordan Davis move around and be as fast as he was just ridiculous. Yeah. Were you watching that at the time?
I wasn't watching, but I remember hearing about the 40 time, and I went and watched it. I was going, it was unbelievable. Seeing somebody run that fast and that size, it's unheard of. And just his physical presence, man. I mean, that's a guy that can clog, both A gaps, can play nose, can probably, play all over. Very versatile. And I think he's just going to complement what we already have interiorly with Javon Hargrave and Fletcher Cox.
What do you think? I mean, from just your point of view, being an offensive lineman, you might not square off positionally right across the line from somebody like Jordan Davis, but what will he present as a problem, do you think, to the rest of the colleagues of yours on the offensive lines across the league, do you think?
When we have tough matchups at tackles, every now and then we'll play the Rams in the guards, and center will have Aaron Donald. So we call it just passing the offering play, kind of like what they do in church. So, yeah, man, when you see guys like that, it's like, better be ready on the inside. I got to worry about my guys on the outside. But really, the only time I'll be attacking that guy is really on like a down block or a combination block with a guard. So that's a good favor for me.
Well, and speaking on the inside, Cam Jurgens, you mentioned him. We had him on prior to the draft, and Beef. I love the nickname Beef because he's got his own beef Jurgens. Have you sampled some of that dried meat yet, Lane?
I haven't got a chance to, but I figured training camp will be a good opportunity for us to get for all of us to get some of that.
Freebies, right?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's going to be freebies from the rookie. You got to get that.
Freebies, absolutely.
You're not paying for that. Come on.
I'm not paying for it, no.
You should show up. You should show up. You should take your bags and.
The room. He's going to sponsor the room with it.
Did you not know about it? Am I informing you about his?
Yeah. You're informing me about it. I had no clue.
Yeah, he's got his own beef jerky called Beef Jurgens, and so he's got it going, and he's nasty. Apparently, that's his streak. He is nasty. Have you gotten to meet him at all yet?
I have. I've gotten to watch him move around. So I think what Philadelphia's had in Kelce is one of the best centers maybe of all time. As far as athleticism, and I think what they're trying to do is find somebody that can fit that mold, that can make all the checks at the line. So the center is a very cerebral position. It's much like the linebacker, middle linebacker for the defense, making all the calls. He might be a little bit longer in Kelce. They look at arm length, but very similar makeup as far as athleticism and explosion.
Well, Lane Johnson here on the Rich Eisen Show. Obviously, Jason Kelce is still manning that position. He has decided to stick around and still play football. I am mandated to ask you your favorite Jason Kelce story that you can tell right here on live television and radio. You got a good one for me, Lane?
Yes, this is I don't think he'll get mad at this one. Okay. So I'm a freshman. I'm the first pick, or not a freshman. I'm a rookie.
Yep.
Chip Kelly's the coach. We're doing walkthrough in the indoor, and the linemen were over there in their own section doing blocking on buckets. Looking at different defenses. And so they called to blow the whistle to walkthrough, and I had his helmet underneath one of those trash cans, and it takes him about 5 minutes to find it. He's throwing them, he's flipping them, and the coach is telling him to come on, what are you doing? And he sees me laughing, so he knows I'm the culprit behind it, and he runs at me full speed and tries to cat McAfee punt me in the private area. He misses. He hits my kneecap.
Oh.
He thinks he breaks his foot, and he leaves practice to go get an MRI on it the same day.
What?
But was everyone healthy after all said and done?
Yeah. He just bruised his foot, but he missed the rest of that day with a foot sprain. So pretty funny stuff.
Well, I'm glad you can laugh about it now. Obviously, did you know he was showing up in the Mummers outfit for the parade? Did you know that day or no?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it earlier in the day before we took off. So, I knew he was going to get hot in all the running around he did in it. But what a speech!
No doubt about that.